Hi, this is Martin Willis, and I'm here at the eBay radio room with Griff. How are you doing, Griff?
Doing well.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
So getting back to how eBay started, I just wanted to say, but the two rumors I heard was the Pez dispenser rumor.
Okay, yes, I know that.
You know that one.
Yeah.
And the second one was that Pierre had some things in his garage he was looking to sell, and the light bulb went over his head, and he said, why don't these go on the internet?
So the second one about the things in the garage I've never heard expressed either by Pierre or anyone else.
Okay.
I'm sure he may have had stuff in his garage, and a light bulb may have gone off in his head, but that's not anything we've ever heard.
Okay.
The Pez story is actually kind of famous because it was part of our earlier grassroots marketing campaign.
Right.
It was, we started because somebody said, hey, this would be a good place for me to trade Pez. Mm-hmm. And then it was kind of discounted, but from my seat and how it all turned out, it wasn't a total rumor. It wasn't absolutely the reason why eBay started, but it wasn't far from the truth. As it turns out, Pierre's wife did collect, among other things, Pez dispensers, and she had been buying them on the internet, and this would be an opportunity as well. But I think the kind of quirkiness of the idea of Pez struck a chord with one of our early marketers. This is back in 1996.
A little more controversial.
Yeah, sure.
A number of people saying that you're just talking about buyers, that eBay is only in the buyer's favor, or mostly in the buyer's favor.
I hear it a lot.
Yeah. And can we talk about the strategy behind removing the feedback system for the seller?
Sure. You mean to leave negatives for buyers?
That's right.
Yeah, the decision to do that was made in 2007 and then announced in February of 2008. And I remember when the folks on the team responsible for the research and then eventually the change in the policy came to me for my opinion, because I've been here for so long, everyone does that. Mm-hmm. And initially I was kind of perplexed as to the reason why. And then they shared with me the information that was coming in. And it was when we noticed that we were having an issue with buyers. And buyers are important to a marketplace. Buyers and sellers. The buck kind of starts with the buyer. You can have all the sellers in the world, but if buyers are not coming, or if they come and they walk away because their experience were bad, ultimately it's bad for the marketplace. The analogy would be you come to the mall and you're not sure you're safe at the mall. It doesn't matter if there's a Neiman Marcus, they're not going to come. And it's the same in what we discovered was happening at eBay was what was an initial flaw with the feedback system that wasn't apparent until the size of eBay's marketplace grew was that buyers don't want to shop in a place where a seller can rate them either as retaliation for them leaving a rating for or feedback for the seller, or because the buyer had a bad experience and then expressed it.
The biggest question I can ask you today that it would be really nice to have an answer from is, why did eBay get out of the live auctions?
Oh, I think I can answer it.
Okay.
I think a lot of it there was a number of reasons. One of them was kind of a benign neglect. When the live auctions platform was first conceived with a connection with eBay, and live auctions is a separate company. There was a team managing a guy named Mr. Troy Rogelio. The actual take from the live auction platform on eBay was not big enough to actually make any waves enough to get people interested. I know that's hard to believe, but it really wasn't a big player.
It's been great. I want to end on something sort of fun. So,
what, has this not been fun? This has been that bad?
No.
Okay.
I want to end on something fun for our listeners.
All right.
And that is, I want to talk about things like the grilled cheese sandwich that's sold.
Right. The bane of my existence.
Yeah. So there's been some really crazy things. And what I'm going to ask you, first of all, let's tell the story about the grilled cheese sandwich.
There's a woman, I think she was in Florida. This was 2002 or 2003. Who puts a listing up of it's an actual grilled cheese sandwich, if I remember correctly, on a plate, and she claimed it had the burnt-in image of what she said was the Virgin Mary. At first, I couldn't see anything, and then when I could see something, I kept seeing Mae West. So for me, it was a totally different look. But it caught a lot of press interest, and it also caught the interest of a company called Golden Palace, which I believe at the time was an online a company that did online gambling. And they were very crafty, so they started buying a lot of. They bought this item, and I think it was like $30,000 plus.
$28,000.
And then created a museum for all this stuff. And it was an interesting marketing idea because they ended up buying several weird and unusual items that had come up on the marketplace.
Yeah. Well, this has been great.
Thanks, Martin.
All right. So this is Martin Willis with Griff, and we're signing off.